show is real estate and home improvement. We talk to people selling properties. We talk to people who tell you how to take care of your property. We help you select roofers and plumbers and people to help maintain your property. And we also like to look for experts who know a lot about real estate and the market. Our next guest, COCO Shelburne. Welcome, COCO.
Hi, Mike. Great to have me. Thank you so much. It's good to be here. You're a doll. Thank you.
Surprise, we're having you on as an expert, by the way, and you are an expert. Your podcast is amazing, by the way. Now, you're in real estate. You help people with investments, right? Buy and sell homes, the market. And what do you,
sir. Investments.
What do you guys talk about on your podcast?
We talk about just about everything you could possibly come up with, whether it's short-term rental investing, whether it's long-term rental investing or ownership. It's how to work with the process, what to expect. We really dig in and dive into the truth of what takes place versus, what's the kind of the glorified market version of what the big companies try to sell. So we try to show people exactly how to feel comfortable and confident walking through any possible scenario.
The truth would be quite refreshing, and I think people would like to find a place where they can just hear people talking about it. They're not selling anything or trying to talk you into anything, but just telling the truth. Now, I watched a little bit of this podcast, and this guy, Pete, he's quite a character.
He is, isn't he? He's a blast. He is kind of a cross between, I would say, Einstein and possibly the IRS expert, and also I would put him in kind of a musicality zone too. He likes to sing about musicals and your taxes at the same time to make everybody comfortable. He's quite a guy.
He tends to break into song at the most unexpected time.
He definitely would. He definitely would.
By the way, I put the address to find the podcast on the screen. People can just find it at YouTube. Is that correct?
Sure can. On YouTube, you find us under the Coco and Pete Podcast.
Good. I spelt it correctly then. That's right on the screen. The Coco and Pete Podcast. By the way, I put your an email address for you up there also, Coco at TheCoCoandPetePodcast.com. So people could find you, ask you questions. Maybe you'll answer them on your podcast.
We love doing that. Would be happy to help. Send in your questions. Send in your concerns. Whatever we will know, we will absolutely share with you. I'm not going to lie about it. We're going to tell you what's up. Wow, what a crazy thought. Tell you the truth. What?
The truth. Now, is it on at a given time, or do you post it once a week?
We post 3 times a week. So you'll find us constantly putting out content. We try to keep it as relevant as possible. And we want to hear from everyone. We want to hear from you. We can't wait to have you on the show, by the way. So that's going to be exciting. Please.
Now, I'm going to put you on the spot. You guys talk about politics a little bit on the show?
We do, yes.
And what's going to happen? We have the Trump running for president, Biden running for president. We have a House of Representatives that's kind of shook up a bit. How's this whole thing going to shake out?
Whew. Well, sheesh, that is a great question. We don't know the exact answer, of course, but since there has been such pull in one direction or the other constantly, the American public is waiting with bated breath to find out what is going to take place. Yeah. And the truth is, Mike, we know that people got to be involved. They got to be informed, and it's going to be a wild ride. But what doesn't have to be a wild ride is your investment, right? Is what you're thinking and doing with your family. That does not have to be a wild ride.
Right. So one more question on this. These guys running for president, some of them might not make it to the election because they're pretty old guys.
Well, I'll be honest to tell you, I cannot understand Biden's interest at all in being in the market to be president again. He doesn't seem to be aware of anything. So it seems kind of silly, kind of stupid that he's even in the race. But I get it. People are used to him. They kind of see him. But he's scary to me that he's not awake.
Yeah, well, I mean, the job comes with free housing, and a couple $100,000 a year salary. So that's probably could be the attraction. I don't know. Now, we have a governor in California. I'm not trying to make you take political sides and stuff, but these things affect our investments or
I'll take one.
Our 401ks. The governor of California,
I'll take one.
He's doing things that are kind of messing with our investments and economy and kind of our common sense sometimes.
Yeah, these choices that are being made on our behalf without really our authorization. I know people are excited about, going with this, let's go with electrical, really moving our entirety of our base of the country from having natural resources. We should be in electric. We should be solar. Yeah. Those have some cons to it. And let's get real. Someone else is going to be in control of that if we allow that to take place. So I would caution people with the idea like, it sounds great, but your bill will go up and they can shut you down and then you're kind of stuck. Yeah. So those kind of choices being made on our behalf are kind of a big deal. Yeah, and our bills have gone up. I just had a pop-up on my phone. I get the news or anything. Anytime something happens, it pops up on my phone. It says 300,000 people have left California. And that's probably because of the policies of our government. So interesting. Anyway, I'm asking all the questions. Listen.
You told me you don't have a crystal ball. Go ahead.
What was that you said? I'm sorry, you were breaking up right there.
Well, you told me before the interview that you don't have a crystal ball, but I'm trying to make you predict stuff anyway. But tell us about,
I'll do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. I've been asking all these questions. I just want to let you have the say for a little while. What do you want our viewers to know about you, your podcast, your business, about what you do?
Wow, I got a real heart for people and coming up from what they are brought up to believe they can only do, a limited thinking. Yeah. Your life is unlimited. You have no bounds. We can help you figure that stuff out by everybody kind of being in the same mindset. Yeah. And it really starts here. What is investing? What does investing really do? Is it a foreign word to you? It isn't, because you invest on a daily basis in everything you're doing. So it's just a matter of you're financially focusing a little bit differently so you can expand on that. So I try to help people with their businesses. I do different business plans. You'll see a lot of diversity going on as far as the types of businesses we're helping, and that's everybody. So we're talking to everybody. So yeah, I am going to do a little prediction. I am coming out swinging into 2024, telling people, be ready, move your money. It's going to be different. Move your money around and be ready. If you don't own something, own something. It's never going to be the perfect time. Do it. Yeah. Do something with it, because you don't want it to be accessible to someone else. Use it.
You're right. You don't want someone else having your money. Now, I've done a few investments in my life. I don't do hundreds and hundreds of things. And I don't want to be an expert in it. That's why I want to watch your show, your podcast, and hear from an expert or a couple of experts here on taxes and real estate and different things going on. And I appreciate that you guys are doing that. And it's free to listen, right?
Oh, it's free to listen. We'd love you to hit the like and subscribe. We tell crazy jokes. Even Pete says wild stuff. I don't know anybody who prepares taxes who says stuff like, I'm going to show people my boobies, and it's a man. So, you don't know what to expect. Yeah, but he's trying to keep your attention to the fact that it's you. And we're really going to talk about everything. How to make a business, what to do with it. And people don't even know the basics. And that's okay. You don't have to know. But we're here to help you make that happen. And you don't even have to pay for it. Right. Just show up and listen. And we're going to talk about reality. And, where is the market going? Mm-hmm. The interest rates, people are freaked out about interest rates. Mike, what were the interest rates, in the 80s? What were those like? Well,
I bought my first house at 9% interest. So, and I made a lot of money on that house.
That's a great number.
Yeah, 9% isn't bad, I didn't think. At the time, we didn't know how we were going to make the payments because they were giant. They were $500 a month, and there was a lot of money to us back then. And I made maybe $200,000 on that property. I'm glad I did it. So, anyway, for our view, good. We have a delay.
Go ahead, please.
I figured out we have a delay between you because you're so far away, all the way to Las Vegas. So. There's a couple seconds delay each time someone says something. Anyway, we're out of time, but I want to give you a couple minutes to say whatever you want to our viewers.
Viewers, You're on the right channel. Watch this man. He knows all about what's going on. Stay tuned. He's got the greatest content, the greatest people on here. I'm honored to be present, and I'd love to hear from you all again. And I hope that I'm invited back, but I don't know. I guess it's going to be based on whether or not you guys say it's okay. The audience needs to say it's all right for me to come back. I don't know. What are they going to do?
We want you back. And we do have good content, and we do have a lot of information on the show because we bring in experts like COCO SHELBURNE. And just want everybody to watch your podcast. Go to YouTube, youtube.com, and go to the CoCo and Pete Podcast. And better yet, if you want free information, email CoCo, CoCo at theCoCoandPetePodcast.com, and maybe your questions will end up on their show. Thank you, CoCo.
My pleasure. You're an awesome, awesome man. Thank you so much.
And,
I'll see you soon, I hope.
All right, we'll be back with more real estate and home improvement right after this.